Roller coasters are designed and built to be fun, thrilling scream machines. And yes, some roller coasters are a tad uncomfortable and some a tad painful. The majority of them are smooth, not too intense, and just enjoyable to ride. Except from these ones. Yes, that is a real roller coaster, and yes, this is also a real one. I have managed to find some of the literal worst roller coasters I have ever seen in my life that will genuinely make you wonder how on earth they passed any sort of testing, and will make us question why they're not completely illegal. Join me today as I go through many of these different roller coasters, reacting to them for the first ever time. And I can't lie, I'm terrified, and you should be too. As you should, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a like as well, because 2,000 likes and I will go and ride one of these insanely bad roller coasters. Please pray for my shoulders, neck, and just whole body. Either way, let's begin with our first roller coaster, which is Black Hole 2000, and it doesn't really look too bad from that shot there. Oh, and also all the credits and these videos will be linked in the description. But yeah, I don't know, it just looks like an old sort of looping coaster or corkscrew coaster. I mean, that profiling there looks a bit dodgy. Why has it got such a straight line? No, I mean, we need to see it on ride, of course, but I don't think it looks too bad. It might be a bit janky in the profiling here and there, but no, I don't really... Oh, look at the station. Doesn't really look like a black hole, does it? And here we go. Look at those trains. So classic and so painful looking. And here we go, off to a great start, going down a little dip to the left. Very close to the trees there. And then we've got the slowest lift hill in existence. How long does this lift hill last? Is this like half the video? Oh my god, it is literally... It takes over a minute to climb that lift hill. I am watching all that. Congrats, or sorry to hear that. As we curve round, look at that view. That is incredible. Are we about to have our brains battered out though? Here we go. Oh, okay. Not too bad, but still quite painful it looks like. And then we go around. Oh my god. How is that allowed? Hang on, we need a replay on that. Watch this bit. It's this section here. Why is it this far banked before it's even gone into the corkscrew? What's going on? Oh, the camera. Oh my god. How did this pass health and safety? And then the tree above again. They do like their near misses with trees. Oh, I can't get over that. I mean, the banking on those straights is so good. The fact it straightens up before the little dip, and then it just starts going, oh, bang. Some airtime hills to end off, I would assume. No? Oh, we're banking. Oh. It just looks like it's got so many potholes throughout its entire layout. And then is it going to be a sudden break to finish off? Yep. Just to finish you off after that entire terrible ride. Now we need to move on. That was ridiculous. I thought, oh, we'll start off with a nice classic coaster because it won't be too bad. And then I watch it. Oh god. But talking of classic coasters, I've heard quite a lot about this ride right here, the Pegasus at Mount Olympus. And as you can see, it looks like a classic wooden roller coaster, but I've heard the ending of this ride is something we need to watch. And I don't know if it's coming into the end of the ride after that hill. It's quite a tall hill. Huh? Did you see that turn? Literally the last turn on the ride, everyone just goes, that is horrendous. I wonder how bad the rest of the ride is, because surely it can't be that bad, right? Here we go. Oh, it does look a little bit rough. A few airtime hills and stuff, just the classic. Oh, flat turn. Oh, okay, that one wasn't too fast compared to the end. Oh my god, why is that profiling? What's going on? You know, there is a banking method, you know. Talking like this is Planet Coaster or something. Did they just forget to bank anything? I know they used to never really bank turns on wooden coasters, but that many in a row? Why? And then we've got some airtime hills. Is this where the ending is? I assume we're coming towards the end. Oh, go-karts going underneath. And... who thought that was a good idea? I've managed to find a more modern video because I presume the coaster might have gotten faster, and if not, we'll be able to see it in much higher quality. As we click play, oh, of course it's going to show that. Is it actually that bad still? How is that allowed? Look at these people, especially in like the second row back. Look. literally fully getting like sideswiped into the corner. Look, I don't even know how this passed any sort of tests. That is genuinely crazy to me. Yeah, we need to move on from that one as well. That was terrible. This one is called Star Ripper, and I think it's inside like a mall or like a shopping place, which is quite cool. Or it might just be an indoor theme park. Yeah, I think it is an indoor theme park. I could have jumped to that conclusion quicker. And once again, we got that very slow lift hill. I'm going to assume this takes another minute as well. What is up with these lift hills, man? At least it makes the rest of the ride slower, and this looks a little bit newer than the black hole one we saw earlier, but hopefully this vertical loop... No shot. Okay, that actually didn't look too bad. Oh, another one. Oh, okay, what was the point in going straight there? Oh, God. Okay, why is it going so slow? What's happening? What? And now we're in pitch black darkness. Can we just talk about the fact that most of these like classic coasters, I know this might not be a very, very old coaster, but they usually like, they bank left and then they straighten up and then they bank right very slowly. Why is this coaster just banking left and right constantly? Look at this, comes out of that very slow corkscrew, then it banks left, then it banks right, and then we're into darkness. And then we come out and oh, there's just a man standing there, fantastic. And we have the slowest turn of all time back into the station. What are these coasters, man? Not that we're doing a tier list, but if I had to put that in a tier list, that was probably the least uncomfortable one we watched, because the other two were ridiculous. And I've heard this one is just as bad. I feel like this is just that toboggan coaster that I've seen before. I'm pretty sure I've seen these before. It goes up like a vertical lift and then it just does some circles round that sort of pillar that it's gone up. Yeah, these things are uncomfortable. So... No shot. How are you putting a vertical loop on a ride this uncomfortable? Can I just say, on these rides, the train looks like this. How are you going through a loop with that? I mean, you've got some nice surroundings, I guess, and then, oh no. Oh, and the triangle airtime hill. What a pile of scrap that is. That is terrible. Oh, don't actually look that bad from that angle. Oh, that bit still does. Next up, we have a suspended roller coaster prototype. And once again, I've heard interesting things about this. We're watching it in about 144p, which is fine by me. And yeah, so is this an actual roller coaster or is this just a model? Because it looks like a model. Oh. I mean, not that I can see it because it's so pixelated. That is very quick to go through that layout. Wow. Oh, okay, it actually is a real ride. Never mind. And oh no, if it's going off that model, does that mean it's gonna go that fast in real life? Here we go, let's see what this is. Just one car on this suspended coaster. Okay, not too bad, not too shabby. Oh, we got into like a white trap piece. Right. What? Oh no, there's a POV. Whee! Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, it looks a bit rough at the bottom. And then what happens here? Like, why does it just... It swings out. It's like a 90-degree swing. Imagine you're riding the Vampire or something, and I know it does swing out a little bit, but you just sort of go down this straight turn, and then the track does a straight turn, and you just go... I mean, I get why that was a prototype, because if they ever actually made that version of that ride and started distributing that layout, I think there'd be quite a few casualties. And these last three coasters, I have been told, are some of the worst coasters ever known to man. Starting with Jet Roller, which in the title of the video says coaster with strange banking. I'm concerned, but here we go, then we're going up the lift hill. Is this going to be another 2-mile-an-hour lift? What is that in the background? Is that like some sort of flat ride? I mean, to be fair, look at that view off of there. Yeah, that is a weird ride in the background. Oh, loads of different rides in the distance as well, though. So how bad is this going to be if it's bad banking? Oh my god. How do you even do that? How does a roller coaster designer or someone get to the point where they've manufactured it and go, you know what, that's fine. That is absolutely awful. I can't imagine this coaster having over-the-shoulder restraints either, so you're probably literally just almost hanging out the train. Is this bit going to be the same? Oh my god, it is. What on earth? Oh, that's bad. The banking is insane. I don't get how it's that bad. Wow. And then are we helixing round or something? What's the profiling going to be like down it? Bro. Oh, we got a brake run on a slant. And then back into the normal brake run. What do the trains look like? Can I see them? Yeah, there's no over the shoulders on that. Oh my god, look at this thing. How's it going into that? Like, oh no. Just no. I think the ending was the worst bit. This bit here, that is... Did the person making this just, you know, have like optical illusions in their eyes as they built it? So that's why it's all curved and weird. I genuinely cannot believe the state of that. I thought that was the worst bit. And then it just kept going, you know, you get a little bit of a breather before you head into an even worse section. Just how? That's my question. The penultimate coaster we're going to watch is actually called Death Train in the video. And I don't really know why it's called that as we go onto the lift hill. Okay, already we're just clunking back and forth. And here we go, down the drop. Oh my god, that loop. It's so circular. Oh, a seatbelt just came off. That's nice. And then we come out of that into... Oh my god. What? That was so janky. It even did a little bit of a wiggle on the brake run. Yeah, nah, to be fair, it didn't look that bad off-ride, but I think it's more so that little hill afterwards. Just that tiny little jolt. Donk. If you watch the back cars, it looks like they slightly come off of their hinges. That's so bad. What is the point in that ride? It literally like goes into a loop. Oh, wow. Ends. Not a good ride. And I've been told this last ride is something that is extremely bad quality. Going to be watching in pixels again. But is going a little bit too fast for the layout it has. So let's get this going. Oh my god, I see what they mean about the quality. What is this? What type of coaster is this? Is this that suspended coaster prototype? Is that what this is? Is that actually been made? We've gone up a lift hill, I would assume. Oh my god, what is this layout? What are those supports? Oh my god! What happens? I managed to find an off-ride video of it. Look at the restraints. They literally look like so temporary. And why has the train got wings? This makes no sense. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the POV we saw. Oh, it looks so stupid. Maybe it'll go a little bit further in this one? No? Oh my god, there's the off-ride. Okay, that coaster can't be legal. Look at the restraints. That is awful. That off-ride is insane. It don't even look real. That profiling as well. Oh, I can't believe that. That is mad. I'd be inclined to believe that that doesn't exist anymore. And I kind of hope it doesn't. How has that ever passed any sort of test and been allowed to have a rider on it? My mind's blown. Maybe I've made a mistake saying that I'd go and ride one of these coasters if we reach that light goal. But I'll still stick to it because funny. If there's any other mad coasters you want me to react to, then leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to do a part 2 to this video. In the meantime, I am very scarred from that and I don't know what to say. Subscribe and see you later.